Right, another quick poke out the window, see if daughter's en route. She's not quite here, but we'll start without her. Right. We'll turn off this fan, and then you can probably hear me a bit better. Morning, no, afternoon, it's 12 o'clock, thanks for tuning in. This is Cheese and Wine Painting Club online. Normally we have a noisy 9-year-old here. She's at school en route, so you'll see her in about 10 minutes. I'm Ed, artist, this is my studio. Today we are going to paint Jean-Michel Basquiat's. It's actually untitled, believe it or not, but it's commonly known as the Skull. So if you don't know much about him, he's like New York, 1980s, 1981 I think he paid when he painted that. Pretty sure it sold for $110 million, I can't remember the year. So yeah, it's a big deal in the art scene. He's mates with Andy Warhol and all that crowd. I think he dated Madonna and all that sort of scene in the 80s. But there's some really good documentaries about him, so check those out. What we're going to do is, here's one I almost finished earlier. You've got your reference hopefully somewhere in the feed. So print it out or have it on the side of your device that you're watching this on. I'm going to paint it again. You're all going to follow me. That's the plan. And then a bit later, say like, finish it over the weekend, you send all your photographs in and I'll compile it and make a little gallery out of it. It's a good one this week. Not the most popular image, some might say. There's definitely a few people that are into more like kind of Monets and stuff, which we do, of course, but you know, we've got to mix it up a bit. A bit of neo-expressionism never hurts. Right. So, I best get a canvas. If you are watching this with a view to doing it later, stuff like these, a Basquiat or like a Banksy or something like that, you don't necessarily need to use a brand new canvas. So, for instance, I'm not quite sure what this had painted on it before, but if you just put house paint all over one painting that you don't like, that's fine. And like for this, it adds to your texture as well. It makes life a little bit easier. Or of course, go for a brand new canvas. Should we put it in the middle? Let's put it in the middle. Be a bit easier. Mix up some pink, like a peachy sort of salmon pink. Get that mixed up. So lots of white, a little bit of red, a little bit of yellow. Mix it up for a salmon pink. We're going to use a lot of paint here today. Let's just show you. Here's my reference. Of course, it hasn't got the top bit on, so that's not much good. So I might put my reference down here. So if you've mixed up some salmon pink, get a big brush. Big brush. Alright, here we go. We're off and painting. I'm going to put this just here so I can see what I'm doing a bit more. Right, so mix up some salmon pink. Okay, so it's red, a little bit of red, a little bit of yellow, loads of white. Salmon pink. It's freestyle, this is Basquiat. It doesn't have to be exactly the same colour. We try, just like a tip basically for this. The colours are bright, so in between colours, you want to keep them clean, not dirty, as in, don't suddenly just go straight into the blue with a dirty brush because you'll have a like muddy green. We want the colours to be bright. You can freestyle a lot, you can do little doodles and whatever you want to do, but the brightness of the colours is a kind of point that we need to just be aware of. And we're not really blending any colours either, it's just like red, blue, yellow, straight on top. We're going to build it up in layers where we find, so let's figure out where this head is. If we go, see if we can work out a fifth of the way down. Let's say that's about there, we'll do a little mark there, that's top of the head. We've got to start somewhere. We are using acrylic paints today. Turn up my volume. Don't know if I can do that. Okay. So that's the top of the head. Figure out where you want the bottom of the head. So maybe that's somewhere sort of down there. And now at least now we know that it's going to be quite a big thing. We're not going to end up with a little tiny skull there and wondering what we're going to be painting. So we're filling the canvas basically. And we're off. Loads of paint, big scoop, just chuck it. You do not have to worry about paint dripping down. We've got paint around here. We're going to do the outline, roughly, really roughly. Texture, it's all about texture for this, so you can see on mine, I'll bring it closer. I'll bring that closer, and then Daisy Doos can get in there. It's all about the texture. We're going to do the outline of the skull. Like this, sort of like. Get a bit of that paint on there. We just try not to care. It's very difficult to teach trying not to care. It's kind of unintuitive, isn't it? Do what you like. But roughly, we're chucking in some of that salmon pink. Got quite a bit of it. Okay. And then let's figure out roughly around here, maybe halfway. Is it halfway? Probably about halfway, there might be a bit of a bump. Maybe it looks like a sort of ear. Bit of a bump there at halfway. If you leave some of the white canvas poking through, that's fine. We do not care. There are so few rules on this today. Okay, so that's that. We're just sort of roughly mapping out the thing. If your face is a totally different shape, it doesn't matter. It's about kind of chucking paint on. Alright, we're going to maybe like a bit wobbles, a bit sort of goes in there, and then this bit is like the jawbone. If you think you've messed it up, do not try and fix it. We just paint over it. There's so many different layers to this. We'll never really we probably won't get an exact kind of match. Because he wasn't painting a portrait, do you know what I mean? It was just sort of painting. Just painting, so you can just paint as well. Catherine, don't panic. It is recorded later. As soon as we finish, it gets uploaded to the Facebook page. Right, okay, so we've got a bit. Halfway on the left hand side, do a little mark, just halfway there. Okie dokie, halfway up on the left hand side. And you can see that actually relates to this bit here, which is halfway up. So it sort of relates to the top of the left hand eye. So we could put that in, couldn't we? We could put that in, we could bring his head round, bring his head round like that. And we know that left hand eye, the top sort of eyelid, kind of like that. Do you know what I mean? And then, if we know that's there, we sort of know that roughly, this is where it's kind of a bit freaky, isn't it? It's like, it's kind of half skull and like half human. Half alive, I mean, you know? Basquiat. There's a reason for this. Interestingly enough, I'll tell you in a minute. We can do his nose, and it's kind of like that. Just make it up. Make it up. Make it up. Got quite a big nose on him. And then what we have to do is there's a big line for sort of like right under the nose. It's like it's kind of where the top of the mouth would be. Like that. And then there's this weird sort of fang thing there, like that. And then the bottom of the jaw's really square, and it's really, really rough. This, we don't care what the paint looks like, as long as it's a sort of pinky colour. Depends how you know, just throw it on. If we're splashing it on, then that's fine. The kids' paintings for this are going to be the best because the kids care less. Try not to care. Teaching how not to care. Hi Diana from Stourport. 150 people watching, that's cool. As soon as we get to 300 people watching, Facebook will pay us, apparently. So tell your friends. Right. Okay, how's everyone getting on? Mix up some, give your brush a clean, chuck a bit more of this, actually yeah, chuck a bit more of this pink. Have a look at your reference. See if there's any other pink bits that we've missed, and it doesn't have to be exact, okay? But if we have a look at it, there's definitely some pink in here, and roughly some around there, and then there's a bit more pink probably there, and there's a bit over there. It doesn't matter, just put a bit on, just a bit on, okay? Now, give your brush a clean, or get a new brush. Wow, Karen's doing this in oils. Oh, I cannot wait to see that. Cannot wait to see that. I think can't remember if Basquiat painted this in oils or not, but pretty sure it's a big painting, and you see these little lines. He'll have squirted, he'll have forgotten about the paintbrush and just like gone straight from the tube, because it's on a bigger scale. We can't do it because we would have tiny little tubes of paint. But he went straight from the tube, went put it all on like that. Really cool, really fast. I bet it's probably, I don't know how long it took him to paint this, but it would not have been long. It would be like a couple of hours tops, I would say, probably a lot less. There's a good story about him when he first met Andy Warhol. They were having a chat and he ran off, and 20 minutes later he came out with a really cool portrait of him and Andy Warhol. He was so pleased to meet him. Okay, Julia is going to be ace in oils. All right, so get a clean brush, or get a new brush, or clean it yourself. We need white and yellow paint. Get that ready, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Whoops. Okay. We're basically going to colour in a lot of the skull in white and yellow. Okay, so it's probably half white, half yellow, but like I say, it doesn't really matter that much. Let's just try and redefine the outline. Put loads of, look, it's gone green. That's because I was so lazy, I needed it. Alright. Let's just try and sketch out the outline of the skull again. Don't worry if some of this paint goes on top of your paint, that's fine. We'll just do the outline for now. Okay, that's great. And gradually we're covering our canvas up quite a little. This is kind of a bit lighter down here. We're trying not to care, we're teaching not. Oh, consecrating, so that's going to be alright. Yeah, there's a good case to be made. So this, basically the first half, and we might finish the first half like a bit earlier because there's more to do in the sort of second half. Maybe we'll see what happens, see when Daisy turns up. If you've joined late, normally Daisy's here painting. She's at school / I've just seen her in the window. She's here imminently. So yeah, she's gonna have to be painting fast. Bear with me. Gonna let daughter in. Hiya. How you doing? Yeah? Okay, we're right in the middle of it, Days. Not sure where you put the tone on, but I don't say that much, just watch. Hello? How you doing? Are you going to put that on? No. Right, so we're just putting some light yellow on and filling sort of the whole of the skull, really. So I get you some paint poured out, Dave? Yours. It's nice to have you here. It's been weird just talking to myself. Really weird. Really weird. Okay, so do you know we're painting Jean-Michel Basquiat?
No.
Uh-huh. Your clothes are there. She's getting changed. It's all right. She's doing something. We can fill in this.
Hi, Caroline.
Oh, look, she's back. Why don't we sketch in this eye? Sketch.
Can you paint a bit for me while I get changed?
Yeah, okay. Well, I can get your paint ready. we're going to sketch in this eye, make it as big as you like. And then we're going to sketch in the bottom part. So remember that line we did over here? We're going to do the bottom part of the eye like that. All this is going to dry out, and then we're going to paint again. You can use the other end of your brush to scratch, because it's sort of a bit aggressive, isn't it? There's lots of harsh lines, so you can paint on it, then you can scratch off it. Hello.
I might be going to Seb's after.
You might be going to Seb's after. I'm sure everyone wants to know that. Fantastic. Okay. So we're sort of filling in. It's all about lots of little doodles, isn't it? Lots of little doodles. So try not to like copy this exactly. It'll do your head in. Just sort of free up and.
That's lunch.
Oh, we've got lunch. Amazing. Is everyone all right? Hi, Zyla. Right. That's it. So, just as a catch-up, Daisy's got 3 minutes to get to this stage. Can you do it, Daisy, in 3 minutes? Shall I get your paint ready?
What time?
You're going to wash your hands because she's been in the outside world. Right. Let's get Daisy some pink paint. So remember, just as a little catch-up for everyone, we went a fifth of the way down, and we went to here, and then we just roughly sketch out the head, and then we're colouring in, roughly colouring in sort of yellowy, whitey bits of. And then we painted that eye in there, and we painted that eye in there. Okay. Daisy's struggling getting her fancy dress. It's not that fancy. She's got a very cool Brooklyn t-shirt that she'll be supporting today with some zebra tights. Is that right?
Zebra leggings.
Zebra leggings, yes. If you're waiting for me to do something, you could mix up some blue paint, because that's the next stage. I'm going to help Daisy Doodles paint this fast, real fast. Nice day at school, did you, Daisy? Nice time at school?
Yeah.
What did you do? Did you learn anything?
We did DT.
DT? Bit of DT, that's good. Dave.
Sorry.
Okay. Say hi to everyone.
Hello. No.
I got you a New York. I got you an NYC cap. How's that? Now we look good. So do a little line there, and then draw the outline of that skull face in pink. Okay. She's off. She's off and running now. That's good. That's good. Right. Okay, so mix up some.
Begin. There.
Okay, now we're going to get some blue out, light blue. Oh yeah. I'm going to put the blind down because Daisy's just waving at friends. Go, Daisy. This is perfect for you because it's throwing lots of paint on. Okay, we get some blue paint.
I have some French fries.
Daisy, come on.
It's done.
French fries. We'll have some French fries in a minute. Do colour in the skull yellow.
Yeah.
If you've not done this before, this is my daughter Daisy here. She just talks about food for the whole way through, basically.
I haven't had any food today. It's on a Cocoa Pop bar.
Okay, blue paint. Blue paint. Where you can see blue paint, put some blue paint. Make it a clean brush, clean blue paint. I've got that kind of blue, but it doesn't matter. Any blue will be fine. we're going to do the outline of, it's sort of a bit around the outline of the skull. There's some bits in here. Try not to take it too seriously. If you want to give him some little spiky bits in blue, you might want to use a smaller brush for this. Do you know, there's hardly any green in this painting at all. I've just literally noticed. It's interesting, isn't it? But we can do some little bits of... Okay, blue then next, Days.
Clean brush?
Yeah! Has he got a nose? Tell you what, can you give him some eyes and a nose? There's a nose. Beautiful.
A big eye.
A big eye.
No.
There's some blue over here. Just however it goes on, that's how it goes on.
It looks like a...
If you want to paint with your fingers, paint with your fingers. If you want to paint with a spatula, paint with a spatula.
Oh, no.
Daisy, I think that eye wants to be the other way up. Because it's more of a curve underneath. It's more of a sort of flat top. Okay, all of this is blue, isn't it? Pretty much. All of this is blue down here. But just have a nice time. Do some little You can use the other end of the brush just to do have a little game of noughts and crosses if you want.
Ooh, I want to give one.
Have a little game of noughts and crosses with yourself. There we go. Some blue in there. Yeah, I'll have a game there. In what colour?
Blue.
Blue. Okay. Where's the game?
Just make it.
Okay, so we go. Let's go. Quick game of noughts and crosses on Daisy's painting.
I'm yellow, you're blue.
Okay. What else? Where else do we have some blue? Hold on a sec, Daisy. I'm trying to teach a class here. We've got some blue around here. You could maybe redefine that eye a little bit. You know, look at the detail in the painting, and you'll see, not the detail, but look at all the different colours. He's kind of going over things in different colours. You don't need to use a big brush, to be honest. Small brush is fine. Just whatever you're happy with. My go, is it? What's that? Is that a nought?
No, you're yellow.
So
I'm
what is
yellow,
that?
you're blue.
So that's a nought in the middle,
Yeah.
is it? Okay. Quick game of noughts and crosses. On your painting, that's how free it is. Okay. Can we get some blue all around the outside like what I'm doing, Dave?
But I'm yellow.
Yeah, I know, but I mean we've got to do the blue as in part of the class. Okay. There we go. There's a little bit of a, it's like a fang, isn't it? This thing at the front here. You can see that's like a big fang. Put that in, and then maybe a bit of blue in there. Oh yeah. All right. Is everybody all right? This is good because there aren't that many. You got some blue. Take it. Take all that. Take it away from me. I'll get my own. I'll get another palette. There aren't that many comments, which means everyone's painting, so that's good. Hopefully everyone's quite chilled. Okay. We're going to paint. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to paint for another 10 minutes, I think, and then we have a little break.
With food.
Because Daisy, she's hungry. She wants pot noodles and French fries. It's a good combo.
You don't need one.
But before we do that,
Loads of stuff.
we're going to get some straight white paint. So again, we need another clean brush, and we're going to go straight white paint. So you can get a medium brush or a big brush. It's up to you. Give your brush a bit of a swish out.
The blue over there.
How's it going, Dave? Yeah.
Good. What do we do now? Hello, everyone.
Just say hello, Dave. People are missing you, you know. It was so quiet in here to start with.
Everyone.
I did it.
I want to do that bit. Can I do that?
Yeah, we can do that bit's at the end. Is yours going to look like a person?
I don't know.
Okay. Right, we need white paint. Straight white paint and a clean brush. We use lots of it. Lots of it. Stuff's going everywhere today. everywhere.
White.
Okay, so here it comes. We will need white paint. There's quite a bit of it comes in on the outside. Just break up the edges a bit with some white paint. There's quite a lot of it.
Why do you keep on using a new palette?
What are you talking about? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. A new palette, you mean? There's some white paint up there. Keep checking. Check your reference very roughly. Do you know what I mean? We're not trying to copy this thing exactly. We can get a bit of white paint in there. That should be good. And then maybe we can give him some.
There's a bit of white paint in there.
Some more kind of spiky hair, so like a kind of spiky, bristly haircut. So little thing that happened to Jean-Michel Basquiat when he was little. He got hit by a car, and I can't remember, he was 7 or 10, can't remember, but he got hit by a car and his legs were in trouble. And he was in hospital getting his legs fixed for ages, and his mum got him Grey's Anatomy, the book about the body and all these little diagrams and stuff. So you see in all of Basquiat's paintings there's quite a lot of sort of anatomy and stuff. And you probably see that a lot of these marks here, they might look like stitches if you've had an accident and you have to get stitched up. So it's that kind of really sort of raw, sort of medical. Yeah, put some white on there.
I have.
Okay, get some French fries then.
That's good boy.
Good boy, she says. Johnny! Now then. Okay, so we want to put a bit of white paint on. Thanks, you. Come on. Sketch some white paint in there as well. I'm trying to get you to do like stuff yourself in this one. Get lots of paint on. You can kind of do what you want. Now we've got this main sort of structure kind of there.
Main sort of structure.
Yeah, yours is a little bit kind of more interesting than most days today, isn't it? You really haven't listened to me at all, which is fine. Okay. A little bit of white paint in there. Little game of noughts and crosses. Let's have a look at that eye there. That's fine. So you can see we're just getting a load of texture on, basically, aren't we? Yeah. Well, if your paint's too wet and starting to mix, you just need to. You could either use your other end of the brush and start drawing the lines. That way, it won't mix together too much. Or use a lot of paint and just drop it on top. If you're using acrylics, you just have to wait a couple of, 10 minutes. If you wait for 10 minutes, the paint will be dry. Fully dry. Depends on how much you put on. All right then, take two. So, I think what we're going to do next. Are you ready for the next manoeuvre? Mm-hmm. Yeah, good. We're going to get some black paint. If you haven't got black paint, you need to mix up some dark blue and red. If everyone's all right, that's good. Oh, Daisy's got some black paint. And we're not going to do we're not going to go into much detail here, to be honest. We're just going to start putting some black paint around, scratching some of those stitches in there. And we're just going to try and redefine the face a little bit more. And then we'll have a little break. And then what we'll do is we will, for the last half an hour, we'll just sort of work out what's what and how to do the teeth and the fang and like build up the nose and stuff. And then there'll be some more techniques on kind of how to build it up. So black paint, or if you haven't got black, guys, can you show people how to make a dark purple with the?
So what you do is you get some red.
That's pink, Dave.
No.
Make sure it's red you've got.
You get some red. Where's the red? Here's the red. You get some red.
Jump on your chair and then people can see. Yeah.
Oh no.
You sound like a dolphin. Can you do that again?
No.
Wow, you're absolutely right. You've got paint on your shirt again. So we're not doing detail, but we've got the black paint, and Daisy's going to show you if you haven't got black paint to use the purple paint. That's fine.
And then you get some blue, or dark blue. A lot of dark blue. Oh,
Let's go in with the black whilst Daisy's mixing this up. If you are worried about your paint mixing, just put lots of paint on and just lay it on top. So my paint is still wet as well.
Look how much I did.
Wow. You do waste a lot of my paint, don't you, Susie?
And then you mix it together.
I'm holding the paintbrush really, really lightly, so it's almost falling out of my hand. And that way, it kind of encourages a bit more randomness.
And I've almost
Okay,
mixed
so
it.
let's have a, there's only a few bits we've got to get right. Oh, well done, Dave. That's how you mix up blue paint.
Maybe
Well
not as much.
done. There's only a few things you actually need to get right in this. So one of them's this eye. So the eye comes down like that, up there, and then there's a little line of an eyelid there. And then this eye, kind of the eyelid's about the same height roughly.
Cool, man.
Cool, man. Alright,
So we do some...
that's that. And then the top of the mouth, just like a nice...
By the way,
colour.
that's the purple one I use.
Wow,
it really
Daisy,
looks like
yours
that.
is going really well. Hi, Chloe. Chloe's watching.
There's a big
You
nose.
can make that a bit darker. And there's quite a bit of... Oh, wow, yours is going pretty... yours is going to be quite special today, I think. Quick game. If you can spot any little bits in the painting that you like, you just try and copy them in a different part of the painting. We'll put the white marks on and stuff later on. But look, there's a little sort of box thing there, isn't there? How's that go? Goes like that. It goes like that. It's difficult to teach because I want everyone just to keep painting, and the more detail that you get in, kind of the better it's going to be. Hi, Kerry. Kerry's going to watch it back.
Do you want a bit of this?
What to eat?
No, just this.
No, I'm good, thanks. Have you got too much?
Yes.
Just pour some on there. There we go. Oh, crikey. Just, why don't you just get another palette? Alright. Oh look, there's some black down here. Bit of black down there.
Better back down here.
The kids' paintings, I reckon, are going to be so much better than the adults' painting this week. They normally are most weeks, actually. How's it going? Interesting. Interesting. We'll ask Daisy to talk us through her work later. Really a strong piece. I think we're thinking this is a very strong piece. Okay. Right, let's have a look at this. Hello, Isla. Everyone's late today.
I
Different Isla, not your friend Isla. Your friend Isla's outside, but she's probably gone home now. Oh, we can paint the nose, of course.
need to mix it up.
You want to start putting some paint on that canvas, Daisy Doodles. Don't forget you can use the other end of the brush. You can start scratching in some lines like this. Really get those marks going, especially with the black.
Wash my
You don't have to wait for me to do stuff either.
I'm gonna wash my
Alright. Oh, you're going to wash your hands after touching me? Yeah? Good. Good. Alrighty. There's an old more black. Anyone struggling? Just give us a shout. Looks like a teddy. It does look like a teddy bear, doesn't it, Marissa? It does indeed. One thing is this fang, this weird kind of fang. Nice if you get that right. And then the bottom of his jaw Really square, isn't it? It's really strong, that kind of L shape there on the bottom of the jaw. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't wait to see these. I think these are going to be some of the best paintings. There's that round bit of the nose there, this bit.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Thanks, I don't think anyone really wants to watch you eating. Come on, get painting.
I've done all the black on there.
Dave? Come on. Come on, you can do it. She's been a bit reluctant today.
I'm tired.
Jack, Timothy, Noah, Joseph and Julietta, first time painting with us. Hi guys, hope you're having a good time.
Whoa.
Daisy's going to start, she's going to start going a bit mad now, I reckon. So look, where's this black? There's a bit of black there.
Put it back.
Just doing the outlines, we're going to do the stitches later. What else have we got going on?
There's a hand coming on the
Oh, look.
side. Look, there's a hand on the side.
Just keep looking at your reference and see what you can see. And if you want to put some other stuff in there, you know, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you put some other stuff in there? If you want to put a unicorn coming off top of his head, do that. See, Daisy's going freestyle with the smiles. Love it. Love it. Love it. It's all about that fang for me. I can't stop really going on about the fang. And then he's got some teeth missing here, hasn't he? Got some teeth missing there.
Ooh, a moustache man.
Use some more paint. I don't think you can use too much paint on this, to be honest. Don't forget, if you want to get some nice textures.
Moustache man.
Moustache man. Put the paint. Yes. Put the paint on quite thick. Use the other end of the brush and scratch it off. You get some really nice effects. It doesn't have to be exactly the same as our Basquiat reference. Okay. What time are we on? We're going to paint. We're going to stick to the. We're going to stick to the plan. Actually, we're going to stop at 1:45. Stop painting at 1:45. Have a bit of a chill out. Consider ourselves. Get a cup of tea or wine, something like that would probably help for this. And then in the second half, we'll go in with a little bit of detail, and we'll watch the skull kind of come out of our canvas or paper. That's the plan, Days. Are you happy with that plan?
Mm-hmm.
She's happy with the plan.
Mine's having a moustache.
Yeah?
There's my beautiful moustache.
Days, no one wants to watch you eat or hear you eat. It's disgusting. We'll do that after. I love those too, and I'm really only jealous, so I'm taking your food off you. Just jealous. If you've got any of these, if you've got any oil pastels, dig them out, because you might want to use them at the end for doing some detail. It won't do any harm. Or if you've got any chalk stuff, or hey Dave, did we do that Banksy in the class? In this class?
What Banksy?
That one over there with the umbrella.
No.
No, we didn't. We did the girl with the blue. We should do that Banksy soon. That's a real good one. It's the one with the template again, but we managed to get our heads around it just about last time. Okay.
Can I have another crisp?
You can have one more crisp, only because you've been such a good girl. Right, should we just try and get some eyes in? That's probably a good idea,
I'm
isn't it?
putting a bit more pink on.
Yeah. We're going to put some little eyes in. I mean, none of this is hard, is it? To be fair. None of this is rocket science.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. Are you going to graffiti the whole thing up, Dace? Just keep looking at your reference, and if you're stuck, and if you're not stuck, just keep painting.
Just keep painting.
Don't worry about the colours. I mean, so you're probably all thinking, well, not probably all thinking at all. I'm thinking this is all a bit cold at the moment because we've got those blues and the pinks and everything going on. As soon as we get the red in later, and we're going to do that later because it'd be best if a lot of this stuff dries. You guys on oils, I cannot wait to see them. It's going to be amazing. We've got some good artists tuning in today. I saw there's a few actual artists tuning in. So we want to see what they can do.
I have no idea.
Why don't you make a crazy spiral eye?
Oh yes.
Do a crazy spiral eye. So it's sort of coming together, isn't it? You can do as many of these little things as you like.
Ready.
Huh? Wow, yeah, amazing. Well, you've definitely freestyled, haven't you? Hey! Hi, Esther! Esther, you're one of the proper artists I was talking about. Hey! We've got Cherry, Violet, Flora and Hector. And they can't wait to start their painting. I went to uni with Esther Dace. Yeah, well, not long ago was Esther.
Different cap.
What?
Different cap.
You got a different black?
Cap.
Oh yeah, nice cap change. Beautiful. We've got some black in there.
Just keep doing it. Just keep painting.
Just keep painting. If there's any bits that are just doing nothing, have a little doodle in there. I think there's a bit of a chin here. It wants to be a bit sort of purple. Scratch it in. And how are we ever going to stop this painting?
Wow, that's a good paint move.
Actual artists. Yeah. Everyone's an artist. You're right. You're right. Everyone's an artist.
I got a splinter.
But some of us have to do it for a living. Because we can't handle the real world. What's going on, Daisy? You just stopped.
I got a splinter.
You got a splinter? What?
This. At school we were using wood.
Oh dear. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. So, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to tinker a little bit of blue on here, and then it is actually, yeah, a couple of minutes more painting. Then I really would recommend you take a little bit of a break. You can keep painting if you want, but we're going to come back at 1 o'clock. Daisy will be hopefully a little bit more cheery because she'll have eaten something, and then we're going to kind of build up the rest of it. Give your paint. Don't leave your paintbrushes out. To dry, because then you'll just need to buy another one. Of course, you can buy some more paintbrushes. I sell our supply brushes, canvases, paint. If you need anything, just message, and I can send them out to you. It normally takes 2 days. So if you message, what day is it? Yeah, messages over the weekend. You'll definitely get it Wednesday, Thursday. Ready for your painting. What are we painting next week? Next week it's all a little bit calmer. Oh, just relax. We're just gonna paint this Monet, but not today. Today we're back on Basquiat. Go over if you've got some lines that are like a bit boring. Just go over the same line with a different colour, but go over it lightly so it doesn't all mix in together. All right. Oh, hi, Maisha and Ishan. Hello. Daisy's going to do some shout-outs. Oh, yeah. So, send us your shout-outs. Daisy will do basically all of them at the end, for sure. So we won't miss anybody, will we? We're not going to miss anyone. We're going to put the computer there, and you're going to just read them out beautifully, or actually shout them out. Other things we need to know. It's free. You can buy a ticket on Eventbrite, which is a good way of doing it as a donation. Or there's a PayPal link. And if a few people send us a bit of money, it means that we can continue doing it for free.
Yours actually looks like Banksy's.
Mine looks like
Mine
Banksy's.
doesn't look like Banksy.
It doesn't want to be Banksy, Days. It's Basquiat.
Oh, Banksy.
Oh, there you go. It's Basquiat, not Banksy.
Yours actually looks like Basquiat.
Yeah, thanks.
Mine doesn't look
Oh.
like Basquiat.
Right, this is officially the break.
Yeah.
Relax. Back at 1 o'clock. Well, we're not going anywhere, actually, are we? We're just going to stay here and eat crisps. Probably put kettle on, get a pot of noodles going. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you're stuck, you can message us, and you can't put your photograph into the feed. I think it's comments only until it's finished, I believe. But personal message or message, we can see if you've got any problems with your painting, we can fix it. And that goes for all weekend. Do you know what I mean? I'm only knocking about. Just messages and say I'm having issues with the jaw. We can fix it. We can fix everything. So generally the plan is finish your painting over the weekend, and by Sunday night's kind of the cut off, and then it'll take me 3 hours normally to squash them all up and edit them. If you can take your photograph in good light and face on, that'll save me having to crop it all. That'd be good. I think this is going to be epic, Dave. Yours, I mean... Imogen!
Mine is crazy.
It is quite crazy, isn't it? Are you going to do much more to it?
Probably a little.
Probably just a little bit.
No.
I think you should. Are you going to try and make it look like that's like a thing, or you just keep it abstract? Keep it abstract. Yeah. Why wouldn't you? I mean, that's the whole point of this, isn't it? Yes, Sarah. Sarah's having a wine. Come on.
I'm having my French fries.
Dave's having some French fries. I'm not having anything at all. So I've got loads to do today. So probably best not start on the beer just yet.
I'm having a cocoa pop bar. Ooh.
What?
Ooh. A letter?
Oh.
For me?
Oh. Who's it from? Why don't you go over there and open it, Dave? Jump on there and like, Daisy had a letter delivered. This is exciting times. Oh, you get paint. There's so much paint everywhere. Don't sit on that. I'll try just wipe it. I'll wipe it for you. Don't you worry about that. No, I'll do that. Stand up on here. Daisy's had a letter.
I have a letter.
Is it from Father Christmas?
Probably.
Who's it from? We don't know. Oh, we don't.
It's from Joy.
Oh! Joy will be watching, so you're going to read it out. Read it out.
No, wait.
But you should do speeches, Days. Brilliant, this.
Yes. Yes.
Read it out then, Days. Days.
Wait, I need to retrieve.
Okay. I'll leave you to it. You definitely can go onto PayPal after. Right.
Yes! Yes, Joy! And Peter. Daddy's talking outside. Well, I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna have a Cocoa Pop bar. Daddy's talking outside with someone. Oof, I recommend these Cocoa Pop bars. They're really nice.
Hey. Did you...
There you go, you can have a bite.
Are you feeding the audience, Dave? Did you read out the card? Come on. Come on. Do it. I'm a bit grumpy today, Lynn. You're right. Sorry for being grumpy. Sorry. Not really grumpy. A bit grumpy. I've got up a bit early. I went to bed a bit late. Probably why.
I've been at school all morning.
Yeah.
We did sawing wood.
You did sawing wood? Did you?
It's for a DC project.
Dee. Hope everyone's having a lovely time in the break. I'm having a lovely time in the break.
I'm having
You're having a lovely time in the break. That's good.
Daddy, do you want your Cocoa Pop bar?
I do want my Cocoa Pop bar, yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, Lynn meant the painting. I thought you meant I was grumpy. I'm a bit grumpy. I'm not like my normal, but she meant the painting, not me.
That was funny.
Oh, happy days. So we had this idea, and we'll put this to the audience. We had this idea, I haven't really thought it through, but I thought all the kids will be back at school soon. So I changed the next event to a Saturday. So the next one is this Monet. Monet, ta-ta. So we're doing that next Saturday. Of course you can paint live and you can catch it up whenever you want anyway. And I think I did the next one's a Saturday. So do you want us to paint on Saturdays or Fridays throughout the summer holidays? That is the question.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
To Friday or to Saturday? That is the question.
No. To be or not to be?
So it's up to you. I'm thinking maybe we go back to Fridays because it kind of works better. But then are people going back to work? We don't know.
Daddy.
I'll put the clock back on so we know what time it is. If you're struggling, don't forget to look at the reference and just do some little doodling. If you think there's too much red, if you think there's too much blue over on one side, just put a bit of blue on the other side. And if you think there's not enough dark up there, then put some dark up there. And then try and just balance it out. Even just like a little blob of paint will balance it. You know what I mean? So if it's all pinky over here, just put a little pink over there. So
heads or tails?
It's called composition. Heads or tails? Is this kind of
Heads or
heads?
Oh, you won.
What did I win?
That.
Have you said thanks to Joy for the card?
Thank you. Ouch. Thank you.
Properly
Joy.
on there. Saturdays are good for Catherine, and Fridays are good in the summer holidays for Sarah.
Thank you.
Don't hang on to that. Goes there, say thank you to Joy.
Thank you. Joy.
Fridays better. I think Fridays.
Honestly, I am going to eat food.
Fridays are, in this very short time, Fridays are just winning. But you can always do it on the Saturday, can't you? Do you know what I mean? Just press the.
Can I have the apple?
Yes.
Yay! I'm gonna have the apple.
Yes.
Ow. This is my best.
Friday or Thursday, just not Saturday. Selfishly Fridays. Blah blah. Work Saturdays. Fridays. It's going to be Fridays. The other two I can't change. The next two events I can't change because they're already out there.
Otherwise,
So
I'll
you just
be
have to watch
late
it
for
another time.
everyone.
We'll go back to Fridays after whatever
After
it is.
school. Because it's end summer holidays.
Not Saturday. Right, so I might have to have a word with.
Yummy.
Hold on a second.
Daddy,
Yes.
whose is that?
Okay, look. The two events that are coming up on Saturdays, I'm going to change them to Fridays. So we're just going to keep Fridays.
No,
Yeah?
No.
What's wrong, Days?
No, I just want to have school free Fridays.
Yeah. We're going to do that.
No.
We've got 2 minutes to go now. So we can do more on the weekend, on a Saturday. We can't go away on a Saturday, can we, if we're doing this? Do you know what I mean? So if you want it, because like once the lockdown's finished, once the lockdown's finished, we'll be able to go see people. Yeah, exactly. So for everyone that's working, yeah, exactly. We can all watch it back on the Saturday. So Daisy's saying no. She's not happy. She's not happy. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Okay, we're nearly ready to carry on. Hopefully everyone's having a nice time.
Next week.
So Mia Lever, right? Don't know how old you are, I can't remember, sorry. 10, 12? Raising some money for charity. We're going to put your thing in the link, which will explain all, but Mia's been very brave and courageous to earn to raise some money for charity, and she shaved all her beautiful hair off. Amazing, Mia, well done. We're going to put the link in the feed. But we don't normally put links in the feed. We have 1 minute to go before we start painting again. So, limber up. Limber up, Dave. Come on, Dave. She's dead grumpy now. What's up with you?
I want it to be Saturday.
We can't do Saturdays.
Yeah, we can.
Here we go. Right, look. 2 seconds to go. Jump up. Let's go.
Wait, next week and the week after are definitely Saturday.
No, they're Fridays. We've just changed them.
No,
Days.
no.
Here we go. Right then, it's 1 o'clock. Come here, give us a cuddle. Ah. Oh. Mm. What's wrong? There we go. Getting peckish now. What do you want to do? Should we have a game of noughts and crosses on your painting? There is a mutiny, Arish. There is a mutiny. Okay, we're back. It's 1 o'clock. And we're going to go and do a bit of detail. Let's sort out these teeth. Sort out the teeth. It's like, yeah, it does. Schizophrenic stormtrooper. You're absolutely right. Okay, let's have a go. Come on, Days. Right. Teeth! We need to draw the teeth. The way we're going to do that is, let's start with the big fang. So we've got the fang, any dark paint will do. And then he's missing some teeth here, so we do a letter N. Alright, and then what we're going to do is, we're going to do some ovals, some like oval shapes. So we're going to do an oval here, and in the middle of the oval, we do a little line, and that's where the teeth join up. You see what I mean? Doesn't need to be quite as... Come on, Days, cheer up, sweetie pie. Mwah. What do you want to happen?
I want it to be on Saturday.
You want Saturdays? Okay, well, we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. And then there's another oval here. And there's another one here. You give them as many teeth as you like. I've messed that up a bit, haven't I? Go in with the other end of the brush, scratch in some details. Right, so that's that. Okay, maybe we'll redo some of these little boxes and stuff in his head. Little game of noughts and crosses over there. Come on, Dave. There we go. And now he's got some dodgy little teeth. Is everybody all right? Everybody's all right. That's good. He's got some dodgy teeth. Now we can start putting in. This is in black. There we go. You want that, do you?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, here comes the good bit. Oh, Daisy, look, Ash says, Daisy, you keep us smiling. Let's see a big smile. Here she comes. Here she comes. We're going to get a smile off her. I'm moving the camera, Daisy.
No.
Come and turn around and smile. that was a grimace. Oh, I'm never going to put this back in the right place, am I? You'll get a smile soon, I think. There we go. Right. Dodgy little teeth, you're right. Okay. So at this point, it is now absolutely a free-for-all. We need to I would get some red paint on the go. Do you want some red paint, Dave?
Yeah.
All right then. There you go. And I'll get some red paint on the go. We want a little brush for this, I think, because if you look into the detail of this, a lot of these black lines are kind of supported by little red lines. So there's some red on top of the black. Dave, painting? Painting. Here we go. Yeah, good recovery. Yeah, thanks, Hilary. Yeah, she lost it for a minute there. Totally lost it. Okay. Let's do these gums. Get a little brush, tiny little one.
I've done it.
And some red paint. Okay. And then we're doing this. Ah, yeah, it's nice. As soon as we get this red on the whole thing, and we can, whatever, kind of do your own doodles, do you know what I mean? So if you've got some weird stuff going on his nose, draw some more weird stuff on his. Dave's got some little smiles. Just kind of go with it. If you want to do some writing, write some stuff up the side of his face. If you want to, basically just putting hi everywhere. If you want to draw a little bunny, or if you want to draw a little, do what you like, basically. But we've got the main crux of this. On we go.
I love tabbies.
It's nice to see you back with us, Dave. You feeling better?
Please can it be on
You know, in the school holidays.
Saturday? I can do it in the school holidays.
You know, in the school.
It's ow.
Oh, that red there is looking so good. There's also some red up here if you want to just chuck it on. That's how much we care. Chuck it on like that.
There's some red hair.
There's some red down here.
He's got a Mohican.
Use your fingers if you want. Doesn't matter. It's about...
He's got a Mohican.
Oh yeah. Definitely in his eyes. Definitely. He's got some bloodshot eyes, hasn't he?
Whoa. Done.
Oh.
That's my painting done.
And then... I don't think they're eyelashes. Maybe they are eyelashes.
I'm going to paint a troll.
They're either eyelashes or stitches or something going on. You can mix up whatever colours you like. This is kind of the final 20 minutes. We've got loads of time. We can just mix up whatever colours you like and just play around, you know. Don't forget you can use the other end of the brush. What's that, a rocket?
No! It's a troll.
A troll. Was that my tummy? Yeah, I'm just...
I'm painting my palette.
Alright. Hopefully everyone's going well.
I mean, I'm going well.
Here we go. Here we go. Is everyone all right? Every good artist has a meltdown. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Fiona. It was more about when the classes are going to be. We don't like change, do we, Des? We do not like change.
No, I like change. I want it to be on Saturday.
No, but you don't want it to be on Saturday if we're going to go on holiday somewhere, do you? Instead, and you can't go on holiday because you've got it on Saturday. Anyway, let's just move on, shall we? Little bits of blue. Now it's all about the stitching, basically, isn't it? If you want, maybe you want some more black up here. Well, I do.
I've got an idea.
What is your idea, Daisy
I
Doodles?
can paint the canvases. What they called? What they
Palettes?
called? Yes.
Yes.
To give to people.
It's a good idea. It's all about stitching now. Can we do some
Do
stitching?
you
guys?
want? I've done stitching.
Oh yeah.
Like stitch, 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 stitch. Whoa! Woo! Yeah. Finger paint time.
I think there's some pink. There's some more pink in it, isn't there? More pink in there. Do a little. Oh, you're doing a bit of finger painting. She loves it, finger painting.
Wow.
Do you know what, Dave? This next week's Monet.
Yes.
I reckon we could finger paint the whole thing.
Oh, that would be fun. Are we done?
This one, we're not quite done yet. We've got like 20 minutes yet. This one, we can finger paint the whole thing.
Like this.
There you go. Put that somewhere.
Like this.
I think I need some more black on mine. There's definitely some stuff going on underneath this eye.
I've got an idea.
What's that? Triangles. Get some triangles in there. Triangles make art look strong. If you want a strong composition, use some triangles, get them in there.
Hello.
Looks like the more stitches we do, the better the painting looks.
Hello.
Doesn't it? Maybe that's a little top tip.
3.
Oh yeah. Here, remember like an hour ago when we did oh yes! PT's dipped the paintbrush in the coffee. That means you're a proper artist now. Do that every day. Okay, and then remember on this side, I'll tell you what, let's just do it there instead. We've got those stitches, haven't we? Stitches, more stitches the better, it looks like. If there's any bits that you don't like, do you know what you can do? What can you do, Dave?
Cover it up.
You can just cover it up, or you can redo it. So only on that fang.
Isn't that the same thing?
Yeah. You can cover it up.
That was a big change.
And because like we're getting towards the end,
Oh, I want pink.
yeah, you can do the edges of the canvas. If you want to save money framing, you want to paint around the edges of your canvas as well. So just go round the corner like that. It's a good idea, Mary. Thanks for reminding me. Medium for the Monet is exactly the same. We always use acrylics. We're pretty much always using acrylics because it's an hour and a half class. We want the painting to be dry. There's a lot of layers, so we're building it up, and 5 minutes for the acrylic to dry. You can't. It's just more accessible,
I'm doing
basically.
some pink.
What am I missing here? I don't think it's looking.
Here's a no. and he's partying.
Missing something. I think I'm missing some bright yellow.
He's a
Why don't we
princess.
get some bright yellow on the go?
He's a princess. Look, Daddy, he's a princess.
Yeah, looking good. I think we had that light yellow. Yeah, name of the artist is Basquiat. So that's Basquat. Jean-Michel Basquiat. 1980s Brooklyn. Okay. Yeah, I think this is going to be the killer move. Get some bright yellow.
I want some bright yellow.
Don't mess my yellow up. Keep it bright. And those teeth. Look at those teeth. The teeth are bright yellow. I've not noticed that before. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
There you go, Dace. The
Done.
teeth are bright yellow. We can have some yellow stitching.
Oh yeah, I'm done.
You done, Dace?
I'm done.
Well done.
Oh yeah, I'm done. Oh yeah, I'm done. Oh yeah, I'm done. Oh yeah.
I think it was the yellow. It was the killer move, wasn't it? Dee. So look. Ooh. That eye needs sorting out, doesn't it? This crazy eye here. Got some red in it, I think. And also some black. I think you've got to have a black. I think you've got to have a black eye for that. I'm going to stand on you if you sit there, sweetie. We don't want a yelp, do we?
No.
I would get the blame for that, for sure. Right. Okay. We've finished on good time today, which doesn't mean you have to rush it and finish this. You've got Monday night. We'll do the... Monday night we'll do the... No, we won't. Sunday night we'll do the video. I mean, when do you stop? But don't do that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Lynette's done already. Amazing. Dave, don't do that because it shakes the camera.
Oh.
Get some strong triangles in there.
Strong.
I'm seriously, I'll stand on you. Can you just get out of the way? Do some painting.
My painting's done. Nothing else can fit.
Yeah, you could put some stuff on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah, Ash, I mean, look, you can do, we can all share the work on here. Definitely, you can share all of the work, so you can add your pictures to any of the feeds. I'll get Rachel, who looks after things, to kind of announce that. So maybe it goes, maybe all your paintings go underneath the reference or somewhere in the event or something. But I don't think we need a whole new group, because let's just keep it all in one. But a good idea.
Simple.
Good. Keep it simple. Dave, can you move, please? Because I'm going to stand on you.
Oh, sorry, everyone.
Thanks.
Oh, it's just so nice sitting on this floor because it's so warm. Because then the socks push against me. And the socks are warm, so then it makes me warm.
All right, Jean-Michel
Is this stable
Basquiat.
enough for someone to sit?
Definitely not. It'll definitely fall over. There's a couple of things that we need to do. You can do this as well with some white paint and a small brush. We're going to draw on like the line down the nose. Let's have a look at this.
I put this sticker on ages ago.
Can you? there's going to be some little... You can use mine. Or look, as soon as you start putting this white on, you can use that if you like. You've got a yellow brush there, so it'll be yellow. On top of all of this good work, more noughts and crosses. It's kind of getting there, isn't it? Kind of getting there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look close up at my one, and I can show you sort of a little bit of how much paint I'm getting on and all of that. There's that. And then we'll have a look at Daisy's one. She's doing quite a lot of freestyling today. I think it's worked out. I think you need another one of those swirlies, Daisy. Put another swirly in the top right-hand corner, or where you are now, doing a swirly. That'll work out pretty well. I need to sort out this guy's eye, I think. Because it's just a little bit kind of not quite right. Make it maybe a bit smaller.
There's a huge swirly. Can you spot the swirly? Can you spot the swirly?
Yes.
Where?
Top right.
No.
Oh.
The huge one.
Oh yeah. There it is. So you can see there's quite a lot of marks in here. There's like, we're just going to colour in a bit of that. You could write something, or you could just do some scratches, or if you wanted to, you could get these days. Get some of those and start drawing straight on top with oil pastels or crayons or whatever you've got. The deadline for the gallery is Sunday night, and you can email me if Rachel could put my email address. It's easier if I do that, just it's easier to transfer them across. Or you can stick them in any of the Facebook feeds that'll have you, or you can stick them in messages. I'll find them. Or WhatsApp, or whatever. However they come, I'll find them. All right, Sunday night.
I am very well.
Like Daisy's doing. We've got some old crayons. Oil pastels.
I have an idea.
Oil pastels. You can just
red,
put some.
blue, yellow.
Make it a bit more exciting. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
There's
Daddy.
no rules.
Spiral time.
Do it, Days. Thank you. There we go. Oh look, here's something. We've only just noticed at this late stage that the gums are pink. Got pink gums. I don't know where anything is. I don't know where my paint is. My brushes are. There we go. See, it never ends, does it? It never ends. We've got 5 minutes to keep doing more.
did it.
All right, Dave. So you, now, if you wouldn't mind, do some shout outs.
Oh,
So you can stand on your cha-cha. Move back. Stand on your cha-cha.
Stop.
I get your
Cha-cha.
computer on. I'm going to start tinkering with this.
First, I'm going to the toilet.
Okay, glad you told 114 people.
Yep.
There we go. Everyone knows. Everyone knows.
Everyone knows I'm going to the toilet.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Where's it? Here it is.
We're nearly there. We're nearly there. We've nearly cracked it. So if you can see in yours that something's lacking a bit of definition, then just redo it. So I'm looking at mine and I'm thinking, well, the eyes are all right. The mouth's all a bit weird. So it just needs a bit of extra definition. So maybe it needs to be slightly darker or lighter or whatever. So there. That probably helps my mouth a bit. And then there's some weird stuff doing that. I don't know what that is. Some really weird shapes. That goes like that. And then some more stitches. I mean, seriously, this is a painting that you could just keep going at forever. But I've said this before. Leonardo da Vinci said, art is only ever, never finished. It's never finished, only abandoned. So bear that in mind when you decide to stop.
Why?
Ooh, do you know what? There's a load of black down the left-hand side.
No.
She's back. She's back. There's black down the left-hand side. That makes it quite strong, doesn't it? Ooh, all in there. You keep noticing
Getting the computer.
little bits and pieces. I'll do that for you. Keep noticing little bits and pieces, and the more you add, the more it's going to. Right, I want you standing updates and then looking at the camera when you read them out. So there's probably a better way of doing that. Sending in your shout outs, please. Hi, Bethany. Bethany's finished. Oh, Days, look, Bethany's given us a 10 out of 10. Bethany also made the front page of the gallery last week with an abstract painting, if I remember rightly. No one can see you there, Days. Nobody can see you.
Just getting the vibe.
Nobody can see you. Nancy and Hayley in Manchester. Hello.
Live.
No one can see you down there, Dave.
Wait.
Oh. Oh dear.
Oopsie.
Let me just set you up, please. With buttons. Thank you. Oh. So I don't want that either. That's gonna.
I pressed too many buttons.
Yes, you did. Right, let's have these shout outs coming in. We've got 3 minutes to finish the live performance.
Great job, Daddy.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks. Daisy said good job, so that must be all right. Tina in Liverpool.
Oh, that's it.
Hello. Hello. I did my...
Can they see me now?
Hmm?
Can they see me now?
Let's see if this works like this.
They can see me.
Right.
They can see me. They
Right
can
there.
see me.
Okay, so that's that. Can you read those out, Days?
It's hard to. Okay. So,
I can't see your face. You need to stand up. Dave, stand up. And hang on to that so you... There she is, look. Shout outs, bring him in.
This come forwards. Can that come forwards? Because I kind of need to scroll.
I don't worry. Yeah, I can do that. That's that.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Thank you, Kim. Well, that was different. Hi, Carol. First time. Thanks, Denise. That was nice. Sophia and I. Not Anastasia.
Oh,
Oh, hi, Sophia and Alexandra.
thanks. We did it. We did it. Thank you, everybody. Next.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Next week, we're going to paint this.
Great job again.
Thanks. We're going to paint this Monet next week.
This
I'm going to swap it.
No, it's going to be on Saturday.
It's going to be on Friday. So we're going to paint this. Meanwhile, send in your shout outs. Here we go.
New comment.
Denise!
New. Shout out to
Sophie!
Yee. Hi, Dennis. No, it's.
Glad you liked it, Jenny.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Alexander.
I'm
Yes.
going to do this as well.
Thank you, Anne.
You're doing the shout-outs, Days.
Yes. Thank you, Lynn.
And then scroll up so you don't miss
Thank
anyone.
you, Claire.
Oh, hi, Claire.
Thank you. She's Thank you, Miss Ayla.
If you want to send us some money, there'll be a PayPal link. The only other link in this feed is for Mia, and it's to a Just Giving page, so have a look at that as well. Well done, Mia.
Sophia and Alexander in Manchester.
Brilliant.
Hi, 10-year-old Grace.
And Minty.
Hi, Momo. Hi, Anne. Hi, Minty again. Thank you, Christine.
I'm going to scroll the whole lot. Good one. Hi, Lily. Right, I'm going to scroll down from the top and make sure we haven't missed anyone out. Here we go. Papa, Sarah, Steve, Maddie. Morning, Maddie. You go from the bottom, Daisy, and we'll meet in the middle. Vivian in the
Hi,
camp, yeah.
Linda. Hi, Fiona. Hi, Chris.
Marissa, hello.
Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca and Chris. Ooh, new comment. Good. 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 Good.
Rachel Coffee in Ireland. Sorry, I missed you before. Mimi in Coventry. Annette in Brighton. Right.
Daddy at the bottom.
Babs is in Minnesota.
Minnesota. Oh, Mina and D. Let's see.
Jasmine and Joyce in East London.
Daddy,
Yes.
someone asked how do we send pics in?
That is a good question. Just send them in on Messenger and I'll turn them into a...
I found out how to do the star emoji. Let's see if you can figure it out. I just sent star emoji. It's like like 5? No, what is it?
How did you get on, Susan? Susan wasn't sure about this one. I hope Susan did it.
No, that wasn't it.
Right then, Jace, should we give everyone a wave? Are there any more comments coming in?
Hi, Hector and Flora.
Hector and Flora!
That was weird.
That was weird. Right then, we're going to sign out.
Okie dokie.
Bye. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
oh.
Are we not running to the top of the hill this time? Say bye, Dace. Say bye.